Hi everyone, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. Got a performance here of one of my teams.
They won't come today.
So one of the things that, and I'm going to go right back to here. This is just very, very basic stuff, but it's the initial impression. Usually, a team's going to wait outside the area, even outside, over here. I'm just going to point to my screen over on my right here, but they're going to wait. You can see my cursor here. They're going to wait outside and then come in, but in up north. I'm down south here in Florida, but up north, there's lots of snow and cold during some of the year. So the team is used to entering at this door, lining up. But look at the lineup, though. This isn't even part of the performance, and yet it is part of the performance. It's part of the first impression that you're giving the judge. Maybe the judges are finishing off their previous score sheets, and they're not paying attention. They're just going to wait for you to come in and set up, and then. But still, this is all part of the impression. Look at the accordion that happens here. See that spacing out? Now, the spacing here is really good. It's just great. Love it. Oh, the cascading effect there just works so well. Now, I've gotta say, the hits there were much, much better. The completion of each movement, a little bit late there, but not completely detrimental. So, look at the alignment here. Not all that great. Now, okay, so he had to face over, but the alignment of that first. So one of the things that we did is we eliminated elements and ranks. Everything's interchangeable for the performance, which is really helpful in alternative design. I'll put it that way. Design that's not based in or tied to elements and ranks there. So, but still, alignment definitely does matter. So there is that factor there that. That works. That really worked well. It's so much more clean. That was good. Rifle work is not as clean as the marching. All right, so the side steps. This didn't work well at all. Lining up here, the scatter drill is great. However, right here, so this you could have done with maybe a couple of less spins, all right? Because you're last, which is okay, but you're more than last. You're late, so the whole line was supposed to form in a matter of just a moment. Not immediately, but a moment. And that's a little bit too late there. But what I wanted to say here, these side steps, no, 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 no. Never do that. Never do that. Get there, hit your spot, and that's it. Don't move. Side steps look like you made a mistake, and then it broadcasts this mistake. So we don't want to broadcast the mistake. If you hadn't have taken that last side step, the spacing would have been just fine. WWHS! So had a chance to fix spacing, any spacing issues, which you three did. That's great. I'm glad. But look over here. Look at this right here. Right here. And you get closer. Look at the feet. And also alignment here. Alignment is good, except right here. These two are ahead of everybody else. And now the judge is looking to the this long line, as the silent drill platoon says. They call that their long line. Company front, if you want to even use a drum and bugle or marching band term there. But even though the performance aspect of effect is degraded just a bit with the perception of the of not being in line there. I'll be laughing about the spins for the rest of the day. Much better on on the ripple effects the team is doing. All right, not bad. That was better than before. Good. You're much better with the faster ripples. So the technique here of the flare. Look at the difference in the hands. And it matters. It really does. There. Look where the hands are. The hands are, and they're moving to it. So the hands are supposed to be like this. So let me get in the camera here. So holding the rifle in this hand, flaring the left, bringing the L of these two fingers on the first knuckle of the thumb. That's what it's supposed to be. Not flaring out at the end of the barrel. And then having the rifle almost horizontal here. the trigger guard needs to be at the knee. So a couple have that going, but some don't. So it's this is a less precise application of that technique. That looks really good. That really does. Look at the alignment there. You hit it! That was so good. That was great. Getting to a beta there. Beta move. And you hit the beta move too. The alignment on that was really good. I want to review that really quickly. So look at your diagonal here. This is really good. And you kind of close up a little bit, which is fine. That's not... almost. So I don't know if it's end steps that are having a play in this. So middle here, you're marching to. Maybe it's because you don't have anybody beside you, but you're making up ground. Look at your spacing here. You're right next. If you were standing, you're standing staggered like this. But if you were right next to each other, you'd practically be touching shoulders, and that's not a good thing. You need to keep the one part of the team is supposed to look like a five-sided the five side of a die, the singular of dice. So it's supposed to be dot 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 and then a center dot, and you're not supposed to move from your position, relative position. And the other part of the team is supposed to look like the opposite. Then it was supposed to be a diamond, nice rock back, but it took you a long time to recover out of that blackout. And now, marching that way. Hi, Max. Good boy. Marching that way, you had an alignment issue there. Good job, Commander. Oh, bad toss there, and that's the thrower's fault. Remember, you need... So, maybe I haven't gone over this enough and I have new viewers anyway. So, on tosses, your concentration has to be 100, 100. Now, what on earth does that mean? That means that until your rifle leaves your hand, whatever the exchange is, your rifle, your concentration needs to be on your rifle. Again, whatever the exchange is, it doesn't matter. 100%. You are not to think of what's coming towards you at all until the rifle leaves your hand. I'm thinking about the rifle leaving my hand. I'm concentrating it. I'm thinking of technique. Let's just say it's just a port exchange. I'm going to grab the rifle at port. I'm going to cock back and then push. I'm concentrating on the rifle. I'm concentrating on my technique. And I'm concentrating, and I've got my hand, my receiving hand here. Whoop, there we go. Got my receiving hand here, and I come out, and as soon as I release, then I'm concentrating over here. If everybody does that, if you're concentrating 100% on your rifle and then 100% on the other rifle, everything's going to be just fine. But if you're not concentrating, if your mind is wandering into, I'm a little nervous about receiving, again, whatever the exchange is, if you're the one who's tossing to you, if they're not concentrating on their rifle, then you're in for an injury somehow. And it's happened years ago, and I'm talking many, many years ago, the mid-2000s or so. It's 2006, 7, something like that. Air Force Academy drill team practiced it with these really Q-tips, gigantic Q-tips. They had I don't need to grab my rifle. They had the rifles, but they had these gigantic puff balls on the top for safety. It was ridiculous. I don't know if they still use them, but it looked just absolutely awful. Well, they did a 4-man and were exchanging rifles. Well, one of the cadets didn't do his job. He was practically just looking this way and tossing that way. Well, a female cadet got smashed in the face. Video was taken down soon after I made a comment, and my comment was, "You didn't do your job. It's your fault." And then the cadet got on me, and I said, "No, wait a minute. You're a cadet. I'm an NCO. Retired or not, doesn't matter. You still have that hierarchy. I get it, third lieutenants and all that, but there's still that level of respect. But I'm letting you know you didn't do your job. And I mean, it was awful. Just a big whack right in the face, and she went down. And it was like a domino effect. Not a ripple, but a domino effect. Everything just collapsed from there. You've got to make sure that you are concentrating on your rifle. That is your job. Nice job, Commander, coming through. This isn't the I know you're doing your best. That's not the best double spin that for the technique. So a little late on the rifle movement there, but still this looks so much better. It makes me hate sidestepping less. Thanks, Doctor. Good job. All right. So your shoulders are forward. That's great. But look at your foot. So you're getting there, Commander. That's good. Also, when you were spinning, and this is a common thing, is you've got the rifle in this hand and you're spinning it, but your other arm is, you're not concentrating on it. You're concentrating on the spin. Your other arm is here when it should be down here, as if at the position of attention. So good report out though. Don't lean over. Don't do this. You've got to keep your spine vertical, and then also look at this. Your heel is right next to your knee. You should have 90/90s there. Your right leg should be the upper leg, the thigh should be straight, and then your back leg goes out. But your left leg, then the thigh needs to go out in a straight line, and then your calf, the bottom part of your left leg, needs to be straight down. So it's 90 degree here, it's coming straight down here, and then 90 degrees there. So you have a perfectly symmetrical, and also, that the leaning over doesn't work. It doesn't communicate power at all. It communicates weakness, honestly. So you've got to fix your feet, and you've got to fix your torso. Stand erect, stand nice and tall. Good job pushing forward there, off of the heel, off the heel here. That's good. So I'm looking at the posture here, and it looks like, and colors blending here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but and I'll move my there. So what it looks like is, as you're holding the rifle, it looks like you're dipping your shoulder like this, bringing your hand forward. I'm not sure. But again, you want that strong, positive, squared, powerful look. So better, Commander, on the shoulders, but you got a slight rotation of the hip or hips, and then that left foot coming over to Iowa.
Thank you, sir.
Oh. Oh, did you shorten going out? It looked like it, actually. I'm not... That was perfect. That was fantastic. That looked so good. Max is even happy. Nicely done. No wonder everybody's yelling. That was a good performance. Probably the best you've had so far. A lot more clicking in there and a lot more precision. Very proud of you. Very proud of everybody. You've put in a ton of work. That's just fantastic. Congratulations, everyone. Awesome job. Can't wait to see more. All right. Thanks for watching.